Joining us today for On Terre Haute is Mayor Duke Bennett. So how are you today?
I'm doing great.
You're doing well.
Yeah.
Well, so I guess we'll just start by talking as we kind of head into our fall and then into winter. We're still talking about leaf pickup though.
Yes, we are.
I mean, as you can see, they are still on the ground. So what would you like people to know as we continue to talk about it?
And we're getting a lot of calls about that, as we do every year.
Absolutely.
It's one of the most important things that we really, services we provide, because we get as many calls on this as anything else during the entire year. We're about halfway through the city right now. You know, and every year we either start on the south end and work north, you know, which we did this year. Next year we'll start on the north end and work south.
Right.
But we're about halfway through. We're up to Wabash now. It's just a very slow and methodical process because we have to walk it. I mean, we're walking behind these trucks, we're blowing them out into the street and then sucking them up, and it's a very time-consuming process. So what happens is then people don't get them out there, they don't follow, you know, the media or get on our website or call us, and they'll miss it. So we get a lot of back, you know, calls after the fact. And so we'll come back and do as much as we can, but we got to keep moving. So we're going to move on through the city, and then we'll come back and make a second pass. But you just need to let us know if they were left behind.
Absolutely.
And if you bag them, you know, we have free bags at all the fire stations and at City Hall, then Republic will pick them up. So some people want to go ahead and do that, not have them sit. But it's a challenge and it takes a while, and as long as we don't get any snow or the leaves get frozen, we'll continue to do this and probably be done by the end of the year.
And you're getting a lot of calls then for people just wondering, I guess, when it's happening.
Every day.
Okay.
Because, you know, if it rains really heavy or we have that freezing, then we might have to take a day off and let things, you know, get back to normal. But we just keep moving. We're marching towards the north, and we've got all of our resources basically dedicated to this. And we're working as hard as we can, and it's going well, but, you know, we get a lot of calls.
It's important to follow those certain rules, you know,
Yes.
make sure they're,
when
pick
things
up
are ready
the bags
and no cars parked out there, because
Right.
what they'll do is they'll pile the leaves up and then there's cars parked and we can't get to them. That's another thing.
So you got to make sure you follow. So if there's
Exactly.
where's another location? I know we've talked about this before, where you can get all this information, or
On our website, primarily.
Your website.
You can see that, or just call 311 and they can tell you.
And then they don't have to worry about
Nope.
calling the mayor's office, just go online.
Exactly, it's all good.
Yeah, absolutely. And then heading into winter, obviously the city is preparing for, you know, the snow, unfortunately. I hate already talking about that. But the salt trucks. Oh yeah,
Right.
and we have to prepare for it. So what is Terre Haute doing to make sure
Well, we
we're
have
set?
plenty of salt and sand, because last year was a mild winter, so we've got plenty of material. We will convert the trucks over after leaf pickup to snow removal. If we find out something's coming in between here, we'll go ahead and equip everything, but hopefully we can wait until we are done with the leaf pickup. But we've got about 15 trucks that we use to take care of about 750 lane miles of streets, and so we focus on the main thoroughfares first, and then we move into the neighborhoods if we get a multi-inch snowfall. If you get an inch or two, we're not going to do all the neighborhoods. We just can't do that.
Right.
But you get 3 or 4 or 5 inches, we're going to move into the neighborhoods. And so it's a very strategic plan that we follow with that, and we're prepared for this winter. Hopefully it'll be a mild one.
Yes, hopefully. Let's hope so. Maybe Eric Stidman can give us some good news. But maybe, so if people, you know, once that snow does start coming, people probably tend to call your office as well. I mean, is there another outlet where they can get more information about when?
No, not really, because we follow, you know, all the school routes and the nursing
Right.
homes, the hospitals. We do all that first, all the major thoroughfares, and then we kind of work out from there, depending on how bad the snow is.
All right.
But, you know, it's the same strategy we've been following for the last 30 years, really.
So we're going to keep it the way it is, and hopefully everything all works out.
Yep, it should be fine.
And then another great event, speaking of the holidays, Miracle on 7th Street was just, you know, just a little bit ago, and it turned out to be great in the first year for the parade.
Unbelievable turnout. When we turned the corner, we were kind of up at the front of the parade, and I saw all those people standing 6 and 7 deep along Wabash Avenue on both sides. It was an amazing thing. The organizers of our Miracle on 7th Street, the whole event, but then adding the parade on top of it, it was just a huge place for people to be, and it was amazing. I can't really describe it any other way than it was just a wonderful turnout, great community support, and it was great to see everybody downtown smiling and having fun.
And it's kind of nice too for those local businesses downtown, some holiday shopping, shop small. I think that worked out perfect.
Absolutely. People were very satisfied with this year's event, just ecstatic.
Well, wonderful. Well, thank you so much for stopping by.
Thank you.